Hey everyone! Alright, so first of all, if you don't know me, my name is Ashton and I am a health and fitness coach. I am a mother of 4. I run my own business. I am a spirit-filled mama. I love my God, so I will talk about him. He's the one that actually led me down this path for where I'm at. My kids did just call me a dork, so if that makes any sense, you'll probably know what this video is going to go like. Okay, another thing too is that, oh gosh, how does this say? I love to talk. So I'm sure I could talk here for about 30 minutes, an hour, and go on and on and on about my story, but I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible, and I will plan on making a video, I want to say this summer. I'm going to make a video, which is a longer video, probably be like 50 minutes long, and I just want to open up my heart and explain to you in more depth about the things that have happened in my life and who I am. So, I mean, I could start way back. Oh, when I was a baby, I was born this date. No, we're not going to start there. Okay. So I lost over 100 pounds and continued to be healthy and fit and just change my life. So I was a girl who was in high school. That's when I did my partying, before I was 21. Yeah. Yes, I do tell my kids about this stuff because they know. They know, and they're like, no, you guys aren't going to do this. Anyways, I got kicked out of high school, not once, but twice. I got sent to an alternative high school, and I got kicked out of there. Thankfully, I came back. I was rocking it out, and I was pregnant in my senior year. So that kind of turned me around like that, right? Didn't have to, but it did. And I ended up graduating early because I didn't want to have to come back after I had him. So like I seriously was like, okay, this was the very first step of changing my life. You know, there went the alcohol, there went the drugs, whatever. And okay, I'm ready for my life. Well, you know how life is, right? We're not promised an easy life. But now I see how God has been there each of my steps and each of the way. Anyway, so through these pregnancies that I've had, I continued 3. We're going to talk about the 3 pregnancies. I continued to gain weight, right? So I would gain so much weight, and then I would lose so much and leave on like 20 pounds. My oldest son is 13. I have a 10-year-old, I have a 6-year-old, and I have a 10-month-old. 10 months today, actually. January of 2010, I was having extreme back pain. I couldn't, walking sucked because my leg would, drift back. I couldn't, walk normal. I was pretty much dragging it. It killed. I was in pain. It was, just a struggle for day to day, and I ended up having back surgery, so I had half my L5 disc removed, and that was kind of the first, hit and wake-up call. Because back surgery, any type of surgery is, it can be major, right? And I'm like, I gotta be here for my kids. And it was like a light bulb. So as soon as the doctor let me go, I started, walking on the treadmill at my grandma's. She was working at a gym, and I was just walking on the treadmill. And shortly after, I found out I was pregnant with my 3rd child. So I was like, great. My body wasn't used to working out, and now that I'm pregnant, wasn't used to working out either. So I wasn't able to work out while I was pregnant with my 3rd child. I let it go. We were nervous because I just had back surgery. Luckily, everything was amazing and great and fantastic. But then he didn't come out. He didn't want to come out. So he was a big kid, 10'3" and 23 inches long. Yep. So I had a C-section with him, and during the C-section, the epidural didn't work because I didn't want to have an epidural, so I didn't have one initially until I was already, I was already past dilation, whatever. Sorry if this is TMI. Because I was already trying to push and everything, and without the medication, because of my back surgery, I didn't want medication going in there. So, but the epidural didn't work, and they had to put me to sleep, and it was like the worst experience because, and I've been put to sleep before, but I felt like I was dying, and so that was my last thoughts. I'm like, I'm never going to see my kids again. I'll never be able to see this baby. And when I woke up, I told the nurses all about it, and that was the next wake-up call, and I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this life of eating whatever the heck I want to, just feeding my face, because I struggled with asthma. I was short of breath. I went to parks and I hated it because I was I was obese. I was 238 pounds after I had my son. And it was a struggle. It was a struggle to walk. It was a struggle to breathe, whatever you want to talk about it. So my life was a struggle, and I'm like, you know what? I'm done with this because I'm going to put my kids on a scale, and I'm going to put all the addictions of these sweets, of pizza and this and that and everything, and I am not going to be able to look at my kids and tell them that this was more important. You know, I'm sorry, but your mom wanted to eat whatever she wanted to eat, so I ended up getting diabetes. I'm sorry, my cigarettes were more important than you, so now I have lung cancer. It was a wake-up call. It was a complete wake-up call and a mind switch. And it wasn't easy. It was a step-by-step process. And some of you guys are probably like, you know what, you can still be healthy and get these things, but if I could prevent anything from happening to myself and taking myself away from my kids, I was going to do that. They needed their mama, right? So I was like, I don't have the money to get this. Like, I wanted to do, I had hip-hop abs, and my sister ended up getting Insanity because she was getting ready for her wedding, and she's like, hey, you want to do this with me? And I'm like, no, I like my hip-hop abs. I get to dance, and I'm having fun. It's good. She's like, oh, but it's Shanti. And I'm like, shut up. It's Shanti? And I was like, all right, I'll check it out. So I looked at it, and I'm like, my mouth dropped watching the trailer for Insanity. I'm like, I don't know that Shanti. That's kind of like scary. So I was like, I'll do it with you. And we go there, and they do a fit test in the beginning. So if you've never heard of it, like a fit test, it's like just a quick little, like a push-up jack or jumping, like you figure out how many you can do so that way after your 60 days you do it again and you see how much of a progression you made. And these push-up jacks are like push-ups except you jack your feet out. I'd like want to get down and show you guys, but we ain't got time for that. So I was like, he's like rocking these out and stuff, and I'm like, okay, I can do this. Oh, I fell flat on my face. Flat on my face and stomach and chest and everything. And I just sat there and left. I'm like, yep, that's a 0. Okay, so I was 238 pounds doing Insanity. That's insane. And people are like, how'd you keep going? And I'm like I said, I put my kids on a scale and all the other excuses and addictions and everything on another scale because they meant so much more to me than all that other stuff. And it really was. It was a progression for me. I was not someone that could jump straight into eating asparagus and broccoli and all that stuff. I didn't even know what vegetables were. I liked corn. Yep. I liked fried food. I liked cookies. I liked making cake. You name it. I'm a foodie. I still am a foodie. I've just found out how to cook healthy food and enjoy it. Do I still get cravings here and there? Yeah, I do. Anyways, okay. So I was doing Insanity. I had someone who came and approached me about trying Shakeology, and I'm like, I ain't got the money for that. I can't afford that. Oh my word. And I'm sure there's a lot of you guys too that are the same way. And now, well, first of all, I was smoking cigarettes. So guess what I did? I ended up cigarettes to purchase a bag of Shakeology. And I was going to plan on just quitting it after the month. That's it. And I continued because of the way it made me feel. I had this awakened energy. My cravings started to dissipate. I was regular. I had to take laxative and softeners for like ever after I had my C-section. Anyways, so that was the start of my journey. And now, like, I see Shakeology, and I've been drinking it every single day for 6 years. I became a coach actually because she was like, well, you can get a discount and you could probably make money. And I was a stay-at-home mom. I had no idea how I was going to like purchase this stuff. And my mindset was nowhere near what it needed to be. I didn't think I was good enough. I've always been walked all over. I've had relationship issues from who knows when. Even now, I mean, I compromised with God. Anyways, okay. That's a whole nother story. So I've always never felt good enough for people. I've never felt like I could do anything great. I never felt like I was the person that sat there and cried, complained about how my life sucked. And here are all these people, they're all happy. Look at them. They got a family. They got a house. They have they're married and this and that. And here's Ashton with kids. And I please. Anyways, okay. This keeps cutting out, so we'll see how fast I can go here. So becoming a coach, I didn't think anyone would listen to me because, oh, thank you, Elizabeth, because I was obese, I was overweight, I was just starting with my journey. And it was actually the best time because people can't relate to people who are perfect, right? Like they're sitting there, they were already, I'm not saying that they can't relate to someone who's already fit and stuff, but like it was a struggle. I didn't want to work out. I was so sore. I thought I hurt myself, and I was just sore from working out. But I became a coach because I wanted the discount, and I'm like, you know what? I guess if I can inspire someone plus earn an income on the side, why not? And oh my goodness, the blessing that it was so impactful in my life because one of the things that we do as a coach is we read personal development. That's one of our vital behaviors is reading our personal development, also doing our workouts and stuff. So I grew in confidence. My mindset started to change. The way I started thinking about things dramatically changed. I lost 100 pounds. I continued this progression. People were joining me. I was so pumped up. And here I am making $100 a week, $200 a week, $500 a week, $700 a week. I'm like, and let me tell you this quick, Beachbody doesn't guarantee any level of success. It's all based on each individual coach. So just so you get, but like, here are these things coming and I'm like, I'm just helping people. Like, I'm getting paid for this. Like, to me, it was insane. And it drove me because all I was doing is doing my workouts and I'm reading personal development and I'm sharing how I'm feeling. And then people are coming to me and I'm reaching out to people and I'm like, oh my gosh, you got to join me in this. And the reason I was so passionate about people joining me was because my life changed. I dropped 100 pounds. I found God. I found how to like manage my anger. I found how to organize better. I became a better leader. My mindset, I'm very, 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 very passionate about mindset because I believe it all starts with your mind before anything else. And I mean, it does, you know, or like the Bible says, life and death is in the power of the tongue. So when I'm sitting here with my goals, which I just did for our group, I'm telling them to write out their goals like they've already accomplished them. So I am 138 pounds. You know, I lost 20 pounds. Write it out like you already accomplished it because it's so impactful and so powerful. And if I look at the woman that I was before, or girl, whatever you want to call it, I talked nothing but negativity over my life. My life, there was no purpose. And becoming a coach gave me a purpose. And it drove so much passion. And I know that God led me here. And we're growing as a team and we're growing more people. And all I want to do is help people change their life around and inspire them to to not live a life of just walking day to day, or, I see people when I walk and I don't judge them. It's not about judging, but I can feel the hurt in their heart. I can see people that struggle to walk day to day, and I'm like, why can't we take care of this? This is so insane that we just shove whatever we want in our faces. We shove whatever we want in our eyes, in our ears. We listen to, and, like Walking Dead, for instance. I'm not knocking you if you watch Walking Dead or anything like that. If it's for you, that's great or whatever. But I don't want to watch something that's all about death. I want to bring life into people. I want people to quit, paying for other people's dreams and to really fulfill their dreams that God has put them in here. We are so much of a busy person, and we got to do this and this and this and this, and we don't even sit down to understand that there's so much more than just, I went to work and now I'm going to watch TV and my life sucks. I've been there. And if you're that person too, then you need to reach out to me, because it started with me on getting healthy and fit. And honestly, I will say it started with the coach. Like, it was that decision to get healthy and fit, and then I became a coach, and becoming a coach brought purpose in my life. I built confidence through our personal development. I loved reaching out to people, meeting new people, hearing their successes, and just watching how their life changed. And then there's people that are like, you know what, I want to be at home with my kids. You're at home with your kids making an income. Like, how can I do this? And I'm like, let me help you. Right? Like, let me guide you, let me lead you, because I was homeless at a point in my time and journey and stuff, and if it wasn't for my coaching aspect, like, I actually was able to get off state help. I was able to pay for my own place and this and that, and it was just, my life has completely changed, and I want other people to do that. I do have a passion, and God placed it in my heart to help people, and to help people change their life, and to really start to see this whole world aspect of things, and then the way life should, well, I don't want to say should be, because it is what it is, but anyways, so I know I'm like all over the place, and like I said, I could talk forever and ever and ever about my story, about, I lost that 100 pounds, and then I got married. I had my 10-month-old and everything, and I worked out during that journey, but I still gained, I didn't go over 200 pounds, and I was like 140, so I still gained like 60-some pounds, and it's been a progress for me still. Like, I've had to learn how to gain strength, and it really frustrated me because I was not as strong as I was, and it was hard to, I'm like, dude, I was here, and now I got to do this all over again. It was nerve-wracking, but I never give up. I can tell you that right now, that I am one person that once I went through this transformation that God placed in my heart, just never give up. Never give up. If you keep going, even if you fall on your face and you just get up and you keep walking, like, you're going to get to where you're getting. It's when you stop, when you just stick yourself in that mud and you're like, yep, I'm in the mud. Whatever. I'll just sit here. Not going to get out. I'm cool. That's when you settle for less. And it sucks. Now I am actually going through a divorce, and let me tell you, that's a whole nother story, because as someone who is very, very spirit-filled, who it was a very, very long year of counseling, a very long year of praying, and that story will open up eventually too. Not discarding him or anything like that, but I feel like God placed it on my heart to not only help people now through health and fitness, but to help people through financial. Sorry, I love this connection. So you can go onto my YouTube, you can subscribe to me and everything, but fitness, relationships, which I want to call family. So family, fitness, finances, and faith. I am wanting to help people through all those things. But if you heard any of my story and you're like, you know what, Ashton, I feel the same way. I am obese, I'm overweight, I don't know where to start, I'm struggling day to day, and I need help. Let me guide you then. Let me help give you the tools and do that. Or if you're someone who's like, you know what, I have, like, there's no purpose in your life. You feel like there's no purpose. You feel like you're not doing what God has called you to do. Then let this be a walking journey and give it a year of helping people and growing yourself. Just 1 year of growing yourself and helping other people. And see what God can do through you in this business of helping others. Like our mission statement is, wow, I lost my train of thought. Our mission statement with Beachbody is helping people live healthy, fulfilling lives. And we are really passionate about that. So, if that's you, if you're like, I need a purpose, see if it's for you. It may not be for you, and that's okay, but maybe it's a gateway for you to help you get out of your current situation, your current job that you hate. Because if you don't like your job, I'm going to tell you right now, you're not doing what you're called to do. And let it help guide you into the next step in your life, into the next season. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, because I seriously could sit here and talk for hours. And I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. Bye.